It started with a simple game night. I never imagined it would turn into a nightmare that would consume my life. The group had been meeting online for months. Friends, casual conversations, shared victories, and laughter over strategies. But then he joined. A 27-year-old, charming, witty, with an energy that was intoxicating. At first, it was harmless. Playful banter, friendly messages, teasing over wins and losses. But harmless quickly turned into something else. I remember the first time it happened. I was sitting at my desk, late at night, headphones on, the screen glowing with the avatar of my virtual character. His message popped up. "You're unbeatable tonight. Want to team up later?" I laughed, thinking it was just another friendly challenge. But it wasn't. That night, we played longer than usual, voice chat spilling over into personal conversations. He was funny. He understood me in ways I had forgotten my husband ever had. Every compliment, every laugh, felt like a spark in the dark. It didn't take long for the lines to blur. Late-night calls became frequent. Messages grew more intimate, and I found myself sharing thoughts I had kept hidden for years. There was a thrill, a sense of being wanted, admired, and understood, a feeling I had craved but never admitted. I knew it was wrong. I knew the betrayal I was inviting. But desire, once it starts, has a way of clouding judgment. One night, we met outside the digital world. A casual meetup, I told myself. Just coffee, just talking. But within hours, it turned physical. And in that moment, I crossed a line I could never take back. The guilt was immediate, almost crushing, but so was the exhilaration. I had never felt more alive and more ashamed at the same time. It wasn't long before the secret started eating me from the inside. Every time I saw my husband, I felt a double life pressing down on me. Conversations felt strained, smiles felt fake, and touches became heavy with unspoken truths. I tried to act normal, to maintain the life we had built, but the tension grew. Every glance, every whispered comment between us seemed layered with suspicion, and perhaps he could sense something. The inevitable happened. It started with a slip, a message left open, a call answered at the wrong time. My husband, usually calm and patient, noticed the subtle cracks. He questioned me, gently at first, then with growing concern. I lied, twisted my words, denied what was obvious. But lies have a weight, and the weight became unbearable. He knew something was wrong. The confrontation came late one night. I was caught red-handed, confronted not by rage but by quiet devastation. My husband's voice shook with a mix of sorrow and disbelief. "Why?" he whispered. Not angry, not shouting, just a hollow emptiness of someone betrayed. His eyes, usually warm and inviting, looked at me like I was a stranger. That moment, that single heavy moment, changed everything. From there, the spiral was uncontrollable. Lawyers became involved. Custody hearings, discussions, negotiations that cut through the remnants of our marriage. I watched helplessly as a life I had taken for granted. The home, the stability, the trust crumbled in front of me. The courts were merciless, not because they wanted to punish, but because my choices had real consequences. My children's lives were affected. Their well-being became the measure of my failures. The man from the gaming group, he disappeared almost as quickly as he had appeared. A fleeting thrill that had turned into a permanent scar. No messages, no apologies, nothing. He had been the spark, the temptation, the escape. But he had never been the one who bore the consequences. That burden fell entirely on me. I lost the custody of my kids. I lost the life I had built. I lost the trust of the people who mattered most. And the loneliness, the silence that filled my days, was deafening. I walked through my empty house, haunted by the memories of laughter that had once filled every corner, now replaced by echoes of mistakes and regret. Guilt became a constant companion. Every decision I made was measured against the harm I had caused. Every step I took felt like an attempt at redemption that would never come. I realized that betrayal isn't just about the act itself. It's about the ripple effect, the invisible cracks it leaves behind, the lives it touches, and the trust it destroys. Yet, in the quiet moments, a twisted clarity emerged. I had wanted excitement, a rush, a sense of being desired. I got all of that, but at a cost I could never have imagined. The game had been fun. The connection had been intoxicating. But reality had been waiting patiently, ready to punish every lapse in judgment. And when it came with full force. Now I live in the aftermath. Each day is a lesson, each moment a reminder how easily desire can lead to destruction. The gaming group continues without me, my ex-husband rebuilds his life, and my children grow up in a world where my choices created distance. I carry the consequences alone, a heavy weight that will never fully lift. I think back to that night, the first time it happened, and I realized something important. One choice, one lapse in judgment can change everything. It wasn't the age difference. It wasn't the excitement. It was the breach of trust, the violation of promises, the disregard for what truly mattered. In the pursuit of fleeting pleasure, I lost the permanence of love, family, and safety. And now, as I face the consequences of my actions, I hope, selfishly, painfully, that my children understand that my failures were human, my mistakes real, and that sometimes the path to redemption is long, lonely, and filled with lessons that can never be forgotten.